Hey y'all, this is Simple Beauty with Tasha, where we love all things beauty. Y'all know that, but we also love food and we love love. So I've got my love right here, 29 years, girl.
What's up, fam?
And we are going to talk today about where we met, how we met, and then we're going to get into just a little bit of what it takes to sustain a marriage for
Oh, 29 years and counting.
29 years, almost 30. We'll be celebrating 30 years next year. So, while we are talking about all of those great things, we're also going to prepare a meal. Today is Sunday, and I want to start a series with my husband where we talk about relationship things and prepare a meal while we're doing it. So today is one of his favorites, meatloaf, girl, mashed potatoes, and cabbage. Am I doing cabbage or green beans or
We're doing
what?
cabbage today.
Cabbage. So we're going to get started cooking and talking. But I'm going to let you know the first thing I'm doing to prepare this meal is chop up the vegetables. I'm actually going to let you do that, Melvin, I think. His name is Melvin, girl. I didn't tell you my husband's name. His name is Melvin. And he is going to chop up bell pepper and onion for his meatloaf. So he'll get started with that. And what I think I'm going to do is get started with the mashed potatoes. So hold on. So, Melvin, where did we meet?
We met on the campus of the Tennessee State University.
Where at TSU did we meet?
Well, that's up for debate. That's been a topic of discussion for about 29 years. Right? Yeah, we had a class together. It was an MIS 215 class.
I think that's computer.
Yeah, it was a computer class.
Or something?
Yeah, computer programming, and I am nothing computer. So that's where we met.
In that class, y'all, he wouldn't let go of the fact that he wanted to know my name. He kept after me and after me. Is that not right?
That's true. That's true.
That part we agree on.
Yeah, somewhat.
And let's see. You called me. I gave you my number eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. And he called. And it was like talking to my best friend. It was like we had already met. It was weird because we were both telling each other really private things that we hadn't told other people, but we had just met. Like, that's weird. But I guess that is part of, the foundation of the relationship we have now, really.
Yeah.
So Melvin does not like his vegetables basically in anything, potato salad, meatloaf, or anything, to be chunky.
No.
You got to learn your man, girl. You got to learn your man.
They're to be tasted, not seen.
Right? He don't like that. So I'm pulling out my little food processor. So when he's done chopping, he can throw it in here and chop it up to like really mush.
Not that much.
Basically mush. So you will taste it, the flavor, but not have it chunky.
Correct.
That's what
Just
he likes.
Just a personal preference.
That's what he likes. So let me plug that in. Okay. I'm back.
You back?
All right.
You
so
make it?
I made it. So we met at TSU. We don't remember the year. I feel like I was a sophomore. I don't know. I could have been a freshman. I don't know. So we've been married 29, but together we don't, girl, we can't count that high. Mm-mm. So anyway,
that looks good.
That looks great.
So like my wife said, we met at TSU 29 years ago. Well, we've been married 29 years, and I just want to ask her a question. So, what do you think the secret is, or what do you think it takes to keep a marriage going for 29, count them, 29 years?
I'll tell you when you're done blending.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Go ahead. That's cool.
All right, I'm done.
No, that you don't like it like that. I'm peeling potatoes.
So yeah, what do you think one of the key components is for staying together 29 years?
Well, compromise for sure.
I agree.
You have to compromise. It's easy, I feel, to, especially when you have children, I feel like it's easy to lose yourself in like the marriage, the children, the house, the job, as a man or a woman. So I
Yeah.
think that you have to give and take a lot. I think there's a lot of compromise involved. Goes right in. And let me get you a
Yeah.
spatula.
So compromise. What
Yes.
else did you say?
I feel like you have to have great communication skills. Now, that needs a lot of talking because communication does not just mean talking. Good communication, effective is a good word, right? Communication where I talk and then what do you do?
I listen.
I
There it
talk,
is in a nutshell.
he listens, but then when you talk,
She don't listen.
no, I listen. I listen. So that's the key. You have to have effective communication. You have to be able to talk when you have to be able to talk to come to a resolution. Even if the resolution is we agree to disagree, you have to be able to talk to be able to come to that resolution, which means yeah, you're going to be emotional sometimes, but maybe you wait a minute before you talk. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's one of the things I continually have to work on. Is not just spitting right back. Sometimes I have to learn to just not speak immediately and give thought to what you're going to say. And sometimes for me, that thought takes a day. And she doesn't like that necessarily, but
I don't
for,
like that.
for the sake of not, you know, escalating the discussion or hurting someone's feelings or saying something that you may regret later.
It take a day. It take a whole day.
Sometimes it does, because if it's a heated, discussion, you have to be mindful of that and just take the time to make sure that you're saying what you want to say, but not saying it hurtful or in that manner. And one of the things she always told me, is that words have meaning, behind them. So, and it may not
That's
be your
true.
intent, but you have to understand that what you say has meaning, and people are affected by the words that come out of your mouth. So,
Very true. That's very true. I just don't like it when it take 2 days, a day, whatever. I don't like it.
well, you're impatient by nature, so I know that just eats at you. But that for the sake of the relationship, that's part of it.
What
So,
do y'all think about that? Do you think, like, would it bother you if it took your mate like a whole day to get back with you about something that you're, spewing about, like it's just getting on your nerves, whatever it is, and it takes like a day? What do y'all think? Like, girl, I don't like that part. I don't like that part.
so we said communication, compromise. What else?
Mm, okay. Are we staying, are we going to get into controversial things or not? Because I could say something controversial right now.
Like I said earlier, words have meaning. So give it a
This
thought and
is
see if this is something you want to say.
this is what we were talking about in my mom's house. Remember the last time we went to my mom's house? Okay, so he don't remember stuff. Anyway, keeping or sustaining a relationship has absolutely nothing to do with love. And I stand by that.
Mm.
It doesn't. It has nothing to do with love.
Uh,
Love, listen. Love is a byproduct of how a person treats you. It's a byproduct. It has nothing to do with, I know people who love each other and are divorced. Like, it has nothing to do with it. Sustaining a relationship is about how a person treats you, compromise, communication, and from all of that comes love.
Okay.
Okay? Love ain't gonna, is there a song that said, yeah, love will keep us together? No, no. Love won't keep you nothing. Love ain't gonna keep you together. Love ain't gonna help you when y'all mad and fighting and whatnot. It has nothing to do. Love is beautiful. I love love. We know that about me. I love love. God is love, but it is not going to sustain your relationship.
I think it's easier for the relationship to be dissolved if you don't have love for that person. Love keeps you in a relationship, in my opinion. Love makes you want to stay. Love makes you want to work it out. Love makes you want to compromise. Love makes you want to change. Love wants you to listen. Love wants you to do all that stuff. Because if you don't love that person, why are you going to put forth all that effort and energy if you don't love them? It's just somebody. So I kind of view it totally kind of opposite that she does. I know love doesn't conquer all because yes, sometimes people, as she says, loved each other. See, they don't love each other; they loved each other
No, I
because
know
I do
people that
feel
love each other
I
and
do.
are divorced.
Yeah, they love each other as people, but they're not in love. In love, they don't love enough to keep it together. Yeah, I love you as a person in general, but not that type of love that makes you want to, you know, run through the wall or go through those things we just talked about, in my opinion. Because it's easy not to stay in something you don't love or are passionate about. You can love a person and not be in love with them. And I think that's the difference in my opinion. Because if I didn't love you, I'm sure in these 29 years, it would have been easy, not easy, but it would have been an opportunity to say, hey, you
Pack
know
a
what?
bag.
Yeah. But hey, because I love you and I'm in love with you, that causes me to change and adapt. And that's just my opinion.
I feel you. I hear you. I hear you. I just feel, I guess what I'm saying is when you're in the throes of it, right? And there's something going on, and man, it's just everything is off kilter. The love is not going to keep the marriage together in those kind, to know how to get through those things, right? It's not going to. But I knew it was going to be, controversial a
It's
little
not it's
bit.
not
I
controversial.
still believe what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, whatever, girl.
And after 29 years, this is where we agree to disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Mm.
I still love you.
I love you too. So what do we got next on this food? And what else we gonna talk about?
You hungry? Okay, y'all. We've got Melvin's onion and bell pepper. So I also drained 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm not going to use even the majority of this in this recipe. All right, I'm just going to use, girl, I don't know. I don't measure it. I just kind of look at it like
A little more, a little more. Okay, that's good.
like that much. That's all. All right, y'all. I don't know if I was recording. So we're going to let you know we put 2 pounds of ground beef in here and 1/4 of a cup of, what was it?
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. Oh, and 1 beaten egg is in here. So he's putting, actually, there's 1 pound. He's getting the other pound and putting it in. I'm still peeling and cutting up potatoes. So, yeah, things can get mundane, right?
Right, right. Yeah, a lot of times, you hear people talk about, man, they were together 20 plus years and they got divorced. What happened? Why? After 20 years? Da 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 da.
Right.
But
Why get divorced after that long?
yeah, and a lot of times when earlier on in your marriage, especially if you have children and growing careers, you get lost in that. You pour all your energy
Mm-hmm.
into your kids. You pour all your energy in trying to
Yeah.
advance in your job or your career or whatever, start your business. That you forget about that. Then when the kids are gone, or you get to a point where the business is established, or that's just not important to you anymore, you look around and you're with that person and you don't have anything to talk about per se because you've kind of forgotten, who they are and who you were. So I can see how sometimes where people make that choice, but
Because it's work.
yeah, it's work. But that's where the love comes in.
Right. That's where the love comes in. Okay, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my potatoes that I have diced up, got them in water in this pot onto the stove. Girl, look at all that swine.
Yeah, you got to have that bacon in there, man. That just kicks it up a notch. You understand? You got to.
I don't eat bacon either, y'all. I have to tell y'all about it one day. I don't eat that either.
I eat her portion, so we all.
Yeah,
good.
he does. So I don't know how many pieces you may want, but
Yeah,
I'll put.
I got it. You don't want to touch it. I got it.
You've got hands that are, baby, I'm your helpmate.
Mm. You are so.
How
So
many you want?
that's give me one more.
So
Yeah.
yeah, take that one with your hand. The recipe calls for 3 or 4 strips of bacon, cooked bacon. So I'm gonna start cleaning up what we have down here, and then I wanted to talk to you all about this meeting, is what we call it, that we established probably 2 years ago, maybe three.
Yeah, probably going
That
on 2, maybe 3 now.
yeah, it's been extremely helpful to us. So I wanted to explain it to you, but let me clean up right quick. All right, y'all, we are back. I cleaned up, we cleaned up, and I am chopping the cabbage and putting it in my little salad spinner to wash it. And then we're going to cook it down. I'll show you how I do that. But I wanted to talk to you all and let you all know about this really great meeting, is what we call it. We call it our Sunday meeting. And we established this about 2 or 3 years ago, and it has been beyond fantastic for helping us with issues and things that we have going on in our marriage. How do you feel about Sunday talks?
Very beneficial. Um, it's a new, we say it's a no judge zone. So, maybe some things that we say that normally we wouldn't say in the midst of a conversation or whatnot. But we try to keep it where it's a open forum, and we can talk about anything.
Anything, as long as it's about our marriage, our relationship. Anything is up for discussion. And sometimes, like, if you are the type of person that holds things in, that um, maybe holds a grudge or something like that, this is probably like a great idea for you and your mate, because like Melvin was saying, it's a time where we talk about literally anything that is on your spirit that you want to talk about, something that's bothering you. And it doesn't have to all be negative. It can be something that, I appreciated that he did, or something that he maybe I did for him, he wasn't expecting, and he loved it, right? Just anything, girl, anything. And through rough times, through like rough patches, these Sunday talks have been everything. They have been everything. And whenever I have a opportunity to tell people about it, that this is something that we do, and it has been, I hesitate because it's been so important that I don't even want to say a word or a phrase that doesn't explain it well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been everything. We had them for like, months and months straight.
Yeah.
And then one day, like, all of a sudden, we were like, we didn't have to talk for like 2 weeks, and we didn't even realize it. Why do you think that was? Why do you think we went 2 weeks or whatever it was and didn't even realize that we didn't talk?
Well, I think a lot of it had to do. It was because of the talks that we kind of got some things, talked about, and through the talks, it gave us opportunities to make, action plans or take action in our relationship.
That's a good
And
point.
once we started doing that, a lot of the issues became less and less. So, you know how it is when things are going well, you tend to take your foot off the gas somewhat. You know what I'm saying? But it's really important to keep your foot on the gas even through good times, because those bad times will creep in because we're human, right?
Right. And I'm glad you said that, because action plan, right?
Yeah.
We talk about it. We may figure out what happened, why it happened, or whatever. But if you don't put forth an action plan on how to keep it from happening again, right?
Right.
It'll happen again.
Right.
So I'm glad you said that. That's a really good point. I'm going to rinse off my cabbage and spin it. And, girl, I almost said girl. That's a habit.
Yeah, from what is it, your channel? Or just in general?
Just in general, I'll be like, girl. I say that a lot. But let me show you how absolutely delicious, even raw, that this meatloaf looks.
You want me to show them back?
Please.
You sure?
please.
You might mess around and want to eat some.
I might want some beef today.
Ooh.
Make sure.
Look at that right there.
Mm.
Look at that right there.
That looks good. It's got you can see the tomatoes.
Mhm.
You can see the bacon. Like,
Yeah.
stop playing with me.
I didn't chop it up as fine, but hey, I think it's going to be okay. The one thing I didn't do is make my indentation around down the middle. That helps hold the sauce. So you just put like a little indentation around the middle there. I'm just going to run my finger down through there. Yeah, and that's gonna help that sauce sit in there. Yeah, that looks good.
That looks really good. So now you got to put that to the side and
Okay.
start making your sauce, which is just 3 ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my baby, my Le Creuset. I love this pot. It is so wonderful for like soup, stew, anything like that. Today we're cooking cabbage in it. It's cast iron. I just love it. I love cooking in cast iron. Okay, y'all, I've got my cabbage back in my pot with a stick of butter. I don't know if I said before, but I don't eat beef or pork. So instead of like bacon fat with my cabbage, I just use a stick of butter. So that's back there cooking. The cabbage back here cooking. These are potatoes boiling away right here. And then Melvin has his meatloaf that he's about to put in the oven. So I've got a thermometer here. I prefer to use a thermometer. And the reason I do that is because I can't tell if it's done in the inside, like it's meatloaf. I plug it in right here, put the probe in the middle of the meatloaf, right? And then I've got this separate piece that I use to know what the temperature of the meatloaf is. When it reaches temperature, I just take it out the oven.
Yep.
To me, that's easier.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. How do you know when the middle of the meatloaf is done? If you are enjoying the discussion today, like if you all like the cooking, the talking, the relationship, discussion, I would love it. My husband would love it if you guys would go down below and give us topics of what you would want us to talk about next time. This is a series that I would probably post like every 2 weeks. I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet, but I would love for you guys, right, to go down below and let us know what you would want us to talk about next.
Absolutely.
So we're going to put the meatloaf in the oven because I know my husband is probably hungry. I'm going to put it in the oven.
What do you cook that at? What temperature do you normally cook that?
350.
350?
Cook it at 350 for, girl, I don't know how long. The thermometer will tell you.
All right.
Stick it in.
Slide that in.
This stays on the outside of the oven. Turn it on. Let me make sure it's on. That's important.
Very.
And then I set this timer to the temperature that I want the meatloaf to be. I usually look it up. I think it's 160.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right to me, but I'll look it up to make sure I've got the correct temperature on here. But right now, the middle of the meatloaf is 55 degrees.
Ooh.
I wouldn't know that without my handy dandy. All right, y'all, I'm back. Take my glasses off. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am back without Melvin right now. He's over there watching football, but I wanted to come back and let you all see how I prepare my mashed potatoes. Got them in a bowl. This is my stand mixer, KitchenAid stand mixer, and I've got the kind with the glass bowl. So I've got my cooked, soft, tender potatoes in this bowl, and to this, I don't measure. So not for this. I measure for some things, but not for this. But we're going to go in with a little bit of heavy cream, and I will just add this until I feel like it's enough. I'll start out with, girl, that much. I don't know. However much you feel is right. I'm sorry, but I don't measure it, but you can at least see the ingredients that I use. If you don't have a lot of butter and salt on potatoes, then what you doing? So don't be alarmed by the amount of butter and salt. That's all I'm going to say. Do you ever start cooking and realize you forgot to take the butter out? It was in the freezer and it's frozen. That's where I am right now. I've got frozen butter and I'm trying to make potatoes, girl. So I probably will put about half a stick of this butter, but I'm going to cut it into little sections like that so that it'll, melt better. So this is a Le Creuset container or canister that I keep my kosher salt in. And it just looks like that. And I will, not measuring, I don't know, this much to start. I don't know, however much that would be. Put it in the stand mixer. Use my paddle. This is the kind with a little scraper on it. Put that attachment on. Do you have a KitchenAid stand mixer? Girl, I love mine. My kitchen is supposed to be green and yellow. Those are my colors. So I'm looking at the potatoes and they look like they need a little bit more of the heavy cream. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. I'll taste it. And are you a food taster? Like when you cook, do you taste your food? I'm a food taster. Like I want it to be good, and I'm not like I'm a home cook, right? Not a chef. I think even chefs may taste their food, but I don't see anything wrong with it, girl. I know Big Mama didn't taste her food, but girl, I gotta taste and make sure it's good. I don't know how Big Mama knew. I guess from repetition, but I don't know. I have to taste. That's good. It needs a little bit more salt. Big Mama was cooking with love, but I cook with love, so I'm not sure. Ooh, sorry. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm cooking with love, so I don't know how Big Mama did it, but she did it, honey, and it would be so good. My father's mother used to make the absolute best dressing. She put her chicken in the dressing. Oh my gosh, it would be so good. Let me get another spoon. It may need more butter too. Mm-hmm. That's good. I'm gonna put a little bit more butter. These are my 2 spoons. I'm gonna put them in the sink and get a clean one in case y'all keeping track. It's a clean spoon, boo. Melvin is gonna be happy. So that's all I do. That's my mashed potatoes. I use a stand mixer. That's really all I do. The cabbage is cooking. The meatloaf is in the oven. Let's see. It's at, I don't know if you can see that, but it's at 66 degrees right now. So we got a while to go for that. I'm going to have wings for my dinner, my protein, and I probably will cook those later. And that's it, girl. That's dinner. That's Sunday dinner for us. It's just the two of us here. We don't need a whole lot. So that's it. But we are going to come back when all the food is done. We'll show you the plates, how everything turned out, and we'll close out the video. Girl, I lied. I got my glasses on and it's glaring. Hold on. I lied. I said I was coming back later. I wanted to show you that this is how I package my meat. So we'll go to Sam's or BJ's and buy bulk meat, large quantities of chicken, pork chops, and stuff like that for him. Then I'll bring it home, section it out. This is 11 pieces of seasoned chicken wings. So I'll make this bag, put it in here. And then if you have a food saver, do you know what that is? A food saver sucks out all the air. And so the seasoning on the chicken, let me say this right. So the seasoning on the chicken penetrates the meat because it's in there sealed and all the air is out. I'm probably not saying that well, but I think y'all understand that this helps the seasoning penetrate the meat, and it's just so good. It's so well seasoned. I use, let's see, salt, pepper, garlic powder, smoked paprika, thank you. And on my poultry, I also use poultry seasoning. I think that may be it. I don't know, I think that's it, but I season the meat. Whatever seasonings you love, season your meat with that, right? Put it in your bag, food savor it, suck all the air out, in other words, put it in the freezer. We've got a deep freezer. We keep our meat in there. This also is great for if you work and you want, a quick meal. All you have to do is remember to take it out the deep freezer, put it in the refrigerator. Before you go to work, you come home, you snap this open with scissors or cut it open with scissors. Take the meat out, put it on a pan, which is what I'm about to do. I'm about to cook it in the oven on this pan. And it's so quick and easy because it's already cleaned. It's already seasoned. All you do is take it out the bag, put it on your pan, stick it in the oven. And it's so well seasoned. I'm telling you, it's great. So I'm about to do that for my protein. And then for real this time, we won't be back until the whole meal is done. And we'll show you, how everything turned out and close out the video. Hey, y'all, we are back with Sunday dinner, mashed potatoes. There's the cabbage, my chicken.
And here's a delicious meatloaf. And the
Mm-hmm.
chicken looks so good, y'all. I had to get a piece of it. So bon appetit.
Yes. Thank you all so much for clicking on the video, for supporting my channel. We really hope you loved this video. Please give us some ideas about other things we can talk about, relationship, whatever it may be. We're happy to go ahead and make that a part of our next video. So thank you again. We really appreciate the support. And we're about to go ahead and chow down, y'all. Thank you again for being here. And until next time, friend, be safe and always be blessed. Bye-bye.